Hello everyone, welcome to ST Model Cars. In this video, I would like to show you this 1/18 scale Mazda RX7. This is the third generation FD and this is made by Solido. Price point on this $60 shipped here within the US. This is not a full opening diecast, only the two front door open. So let me close this. And also, I would like to say the party trick of this Solido RX7s are the pop-up headlights. So the pop-up headlight here, as you see, they're functional. There's a little lever down here. If you move the lever, it will close the headlight. There you go. You can see it open and close. So that's a pretty cool feature that they include here. There are two colors released by Solido at the time of this video. One is this color called the blue mica, Montego blue mica, and then the other color is just a bright red. The bright red has a different wheel. It has the gold BBS style wheel versus kind of like more the OE look wheels on this blue car. But both I think are really cool. I just drawn more to this color due to the wheels, but I kind of want to add the red one to my collection in the near future. All right, so let's take a closer look at this Solido RX7. Again, just taking a closer look at the headlight pop-up mechanism. So there's this lever here, right? So if you push this back, there you go, you can open the headlight. And taking a closer look at the headlight here, this actually has these lines that help diffuses the light. Very typical the 90s car. And behind the clear lens, you can see the reflector with the bulb behind it. And then the nice thing about this is you can see that Solido actually replicate this pretty well, right? There's this plastic, there's the black part of the headlight. There is more, like a plastic insert, right? So they don't just paint everything body color. So that's a pretty nice detail by Solido. And here's the combination of the parking light and the turn signal behind the clear lens as well. And you also have a separate fog lights here on the bottom. Okay, and you got the grill opening on the bottom here, and then you get the RX7 license plate. You got the decal Mazda logo here in the middle. And the hood doesn't open, so only the two front door open. Wiper, windshield wiper, you get two separate pieces here on the windshield. Okay, and you have this blue tint band on top of the windshield. Okay. Looking at the rear window, there's no heating element for the rear defoggers. Okay. And you can see that the rear window here is tinted, actually slightly tinted. And then the side windows here and the front are clear. Okay, so this is basically the street legal setup, if you will. All right, so here's the side view of the RX7. Taking a closer look at the wheel and tires. So this has the OE style 5-spoke wheels. Behind the wheels, you see the drilled rotor, right, that spins with the tires. And you also have the gray brake caliper back here. Same setup in the rear as well. Okay. On the side of the body here, you have the body colored rear view mirror, and you have the turn signal repeater on the front fender. Okay. And in the back here, you have the side marker, the right side marker on the rear. The mirror has a reflective surface here, right, to simulate the mirror itself. Okay. And let's open the door. This is actually, the panel gap on this is actually pretty good. You can see from the front and the back, they're pretty consistent and they're really tight. So it's kind of, other than pulling the mirror, it's kind of hard to open. So I'm just going to use this pry tool to open the door. Okay, and let's take a closer look at the interior. Okay, so this car is a right-hand drive car, right? JDM right-hand drive car. And, as you can see, on the instrument cluster, they have it printed. Not the neatest application, but I guess that will do okay for the price point. You get the steering wheel there, and you got the climate control. You can see the blue and the red for the temperature settings, right? And then you can see the hazard switch, the red circle there on the left. And here's the center console with the shifter, and you got 3 pedals as well. Unfortunately, the interior is not carpeted, right? You know, kind of to be expected from Solido at this price point. And the seat itself, the seats themselves are pretty bland, right? Everything is just molded as a black plastic. Okay. Here's the door panel. Okay, so it's pretty plain. They molded some details there, but it's nothing to write home about. So the interior, I think, is just so-so. Okay. All right. So looking at the back of the car, you have the spoiler here, right? And the trunk lid. You have the Mazda logo in the center, Mazda lettering, and it's RX7 emblem on the right. These are all decals. Okay. And the rear taillight is actually a separate lens. These are tinted, but if you look behind the tint, you can actually see some details. And then this is actually red behind the tint. You know, it's kind of hard to see in the camera, but you know, Solido actually took the trouble of making the kind of like this pattern, like the 2 round details behind the tinted lens, right? And they actually have a separate red lens inside there on both sides. So it's kind of cool. They don't have to go through this level of detail. I mean, I think most budget model will just make this like black, right? And just call it good. But Solido actually sweat the details a little bit on this, which I like. You get the reflectors and the reverse light down here. These are separate lenses as well, and you can see an attachment stop, unfortunately, but that's not too bad. And you have the exposed tailpipes here. Okay. Taking a look at the bottom of the car, it's pretty decent, but again, nothing to write home about. It's pretty basic. No working suspension. You have the exhaust painted silver, right? And then you have a separate muffler here with the dual exposed tailpipe. So, and here's the passenger side of the RX7. Like I mentioned, this is a right-hand drive car. Okay, so let's take a quick peek at the interior on the passenger side. There it is. Again, you can see this a little better from the passenger side. Again, it's pretty basic interior. Nothing too spectacular, and the headliner isn't finished, so you see body color up top. Okay. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, feel free to post them in the comment section. Much appreciated if you can like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And I hope you enjoyed the review of this Mazda RX-7. I will see you in my next video, and thanks for watching.